Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to welcome you back to our next podcast.
That promo got me way pumped up. Hey guys, welcome back to the Speed in Focus podcast. I am Jeremy Slanius, and this is
Andy Schultz,
the Macho Man. Schultz Savage.
Gotta have some fun with it, right?
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, it has been another hot minute since we have done a podcast, but the season is heating up and we are rolling into the thick of it. We have officially been at two, I don't want to call them, we'll call them drive-away events, right? We didn't actually fly. Other people flew in, but, we drove in. And
two events and a test and tune.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's now jump right into the latest one. We are at NASA Mid-America Test and Tune at Hedge Hollow, March 22nd. Before we jump totally into talking about that, let's go ahead and just do a quick little tidbit about what's sitting over here. So if you stay to the end, we have, Andy has his photo set up pretty much all done as to how you're going to be able to buy a take-home with you from each of the events that he is at.
Well, multi-day events. If it's a one-day event, it won't be able to make it happen. But if it's more than one day, then the next following day I can have a 4x6 photo print ready for you to take home. Something.
I'm going to push him into doing it for single day events eventually once he gets good at it. So, but
find the time.
But yeah, so stay to the end. We've got a full tutorial on how to do that, and it'll be out on all of his other socials coming up here in the next few days as we edit all of our stuff. Back to Hedge Hollow. Hedge Hollow was the first NASA event of the year. It's their just annual track day at Hedge Hollow now. Andy and I were out there. We took Steven out there with his 350Z, took my Corvette, and went down with a big trailer. Another good test for the big trailer, even though we've got a few more modifications we want to make and a couple more things that we need to do. It gets easier and easier every time we use it. So, I guess let's dive right into how everything went with the event. So, Corvette ran well.
Yep. Sounded freaking amazing.
Yeah. It is the best sounding Corvette that I know of.
For those that did not arrive or go to Hedge Hollow, we will put a little video clip here for you.
Yep. And he's got plenty of them. They're all great. Man, there's almost no sound like that other than in car. It is so great. It was all good. We tested out the new aero that we built, specifically front splitter setup that we did. All went pretty well. First session out, we kind of I was a little overzealous on angle of attack of the front splitter, and we ran it into the ground. I think probably any time we got any usable amount of downforce in it.
Yeah.
And ground off a couple of skid blocks of bolts and such. Within a couple laps, brought it in, ran to the hardware store, got some more bolts, changed the angle. Then we were all good from the rest of the day there. But can't know where the limit is until you find it, right? So
now you gotta make sure you got extra hardware with you.
Yeah, we'll have it with us all the time. Note to self also, bring everything every single track day, I guess, because the couple of things we decided, we probably won't need those. It's just a single test and tune day. I would have liked to have a bunch of that stuff, but oh well, now we know. So don't ever not bring literally 25,000 pounds of crap with us every time. Yep. If you haven't seen the new splitter, it is quite large. Should make quite a bit of downforce. I'm not going to throw any numbers out there because I have no way to quantify what that is. But it has some large diffusers or tunnels or whatever you want to call them in it, along with, quite a large overhang for the NASA TT2 rules, because that's where we believe we're going to run that car. Beginning of the day on Hoosiers, we were definitely NASA TT2 rules. End of the day, we put on a set of street tires, and that's actually when we put our fastest lap in. However, only because I knew the track more. I think the Hoosiers would have been faster. Looking back on it, I probably should have done street tires in the morning and Hoosiers in the afternoon. I think I could have been 218, 217 pretty easily.
Yeah, especially once you're a little more comfortable with the track.
Yeah. But, 220 on street tires there, I feel is pretty good. When we go back in April, we'll be shooting for some 216, 217, somewhere in there. Pretty easily, I think. We might be able to even do 215 on a set of Hoosiers. We'll see.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Shoot. I had another thought in my head as I was doing that and went away as I was talking about that. Yeah, it was about something else. Yeah, rear diffuser is the other thing I was going to talk about. We haven't had many events on the rear diffuser that's on the Corvette, but we tested it out at this event, and it was all good until I went and took car over a curb from a point by a little bit too hard, and I would have really liked to point by on the other side because I was setting up to go that way. But anyways, point by came on the other side, and I crossed back over the curb and hit the leading edge of it and knocked it off one of the mounts, and then from there it just shoved it into the ground for the rest of the lap. Even though I was just trying to just barely get around, it still drug a bunch of it off. But anyways, we've fixed 15 of them by now. That splitter alone, diffuser alone has been fixed 6 or 7 times because we run it into the ground quite often. It was all good. On Corvette side, pretty much every lap we rechecked the tire pressure from there and went back out and went faster.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything else that we did the Corvette. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, nothing. It's quick. I enjoy the track a lot. The front straight is not super exciting. And it's just straight. You set up for the last corner properly, and you're pretty much driving straight. Going into turn 2, or I guess what they call A, B, C. That section's all right.
Alpha Bravo Charlie.
Yeah, those ones. Those aren't my favorite. It's really clunky corners. I guess you could say they're quite hard 180s. At least the Alpha is. Bravo, Charlie, not so bad. Charlie's kind of actually fun, jumping back up into what would be proper turn 2. Then you kind of bounce over a curb, and it's quite fun there. And then once you turn from there onto the proper back straight, even though it's a curve, is really fun because you're going just wide open throttle up over a hill and back down. As you cross over the hill, you're down into a braking zone that is pretty heavy braking.
Yep.
Then onto a nice slow corner from there is a set of S's, and those are a ton of fun. If you're committed, it's flat out the whole way. I still wasn't quite there. Breathed just a little bit in the first part of that. Just a little bit off to set the nose to go, and then flat out through the rest of the part. And then from there, turn, another sharp. There's quite a bit of sharp turns, and then, big acceleration zones, which in a car that makes, 400 horsepower is fun.
Yep.
But I wish I had a couple hundred more like we do in the Mustang. and then it'd be a ton more
definitely
fun.
made for high horsepower.
Yeah. And from there, I can't remember what part of the track they call it, but it goes down into a valley and then kind of a little S section back up and onto the last little straight before the last corner.
I wonder if I still have that picture on my phone.
Yeah, if you do,
I think it was
they got some good names. But anyways, those 2 parts of the track, the S's, the acceleration zone coming into the turn to the S's, that's really fun. And then
I think the one you're talking about, they call the Coliseum.
Yeah, the Coliseum. That's it. Yeah. So it goes down into a valley and then back up through the little S's. And that's a ton of fun. That whole back section of the track is exciting, really quite exciting.
Yeah.
Huge braking zone over a crest into a turn, S's, Coliseum, up, back into that's really fun. If you can get through the first part of the lap, that back half of the lap's really fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot.
I was kind of bummed I didn't get a chance to get over to that Coliseum area to get any photos because I think that's where I was last year in one of the spots. It was a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I think you said you have to be pretty committed to being out there all day.
Yeah, once you're
or
out
at least
there,
for the half of the day.
yeah, you're kind of stuck out there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's worth it. But
yeah,
I mean, man, if you can send a drone over there and get some shots while you're just, walking around for somewhere else, that'd be a ton of fun as well.
probably do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoy
It'll
Hedge
be,
Hollow.
it'll be good for some nice low video.
Yeah. Now that I've, we've been out there a couple of times to do crewing with Steven, and now that I've driven it, ton of fun. Everything, Steven's car went pretty well. Tested out a couple of new things. It was the first event with all of his new power, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one with the
first event.
the new modifications.
Yeah, with all the new modifications we made to the engine, some more horsepower, more torque, and all went well there. Nothing else that I can think of on his car that did anything weird. No. Just a grand old day. How was it taking pictures?
Good. I started the day just kind of right around the backside of, I think it was Charlie area with parade laps. And then once the actual track day started, I went down to turn 3 and just kind of staked out there for a little while because just let all the groups run through. There was like one section there I'd get 3 shots and then I'd kind of go down a little bit, not quite to 4, but I'd be shooting towards 4, I think. Yeah, up through the trees. Yeah.
I'm sure you know the corner's numbers better than I do. I don't.
I had to look at a map because at one point they radioed me and somebody was trying to say there was a photographer somewhere, and I was like, I have no idea where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I had to look at the map, and I'm like, oh, I'm at turn 3.
Yeah, I can draw a map of the track for you currently, but I could not name all the corners.
Yeah.
The Alpha Bravo Charlie really throws it off.
Yep. It took me a minute.
Even though.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of read off some of these fun names for everybody. So I think it would be, I guess 3 and 4. Yeah, so 3 and 4 is where it was. So it'd be 3 is the Kiwi Curve. But then so between 2 and 3, 2 is called the Salvage Yard. Between 2 and 3, they call Venom. And then it goes 3 is Kiwi Curve, 4 is S's, 5 would be the Typhoon. 6 doesn't really have a name. 7 goes to Coliseums. 8 is the Parabellum. And then that back straight is the Short Shoot.
Okay.
Basically. What?
Really? It's the longest straightaway in the track.
Yeah, they call it the Short Shoot.
Or this one over here. Yeah, let me see put your phone up for a second.
Yeah,
this is going to look terrible to the audience, but I want to see how
we'll post both maps.
How my track drawing looks. Oh yeah, that's on the money. It may not quite be like. Yeah. Let me see that phone. Yeah, it's pretty good. It may not quite be to scale, but I mean it's on the money. You can be the judge. That's right. It's correct. I'm not even going to say that's correct. Although I don't know what any of these, because so an F1 track would want to number every corner in the S's as a corner, and then every corner coming up the Coliseum area as a corner, and they don't have it labeled as that.
Well, it's also not a Formula 1 track.
No, I get that, but some people just want to add corners for corners, right?
Yeah.
Like this is proper corner 1. This over here is technically 2.
Yeah.
Even though you got A, B, and C.
Well, because they can also close that section off
Yeah. And there's
and
just
just
a
make
loop.
it, make it really fast.
Yep. And then you pass the back. As you turn back on to the thing, you pass the back straight. There's a like another paddock area over here, and a little
the south paddock.
a little pit area, I guess you could say. In a real long straight. And I think that curve in that straight is not 3 is this proper turn way over here, right? That's 3 way over there.
Yeah.
And you've gone through like 7 turns before you make it to 3.
Yeah.
No, it's a fun track. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yep.
My drawing was spot on. Yeah. Okay. It's perfect.
This is a jet. I mean, the art is.
Scale was a little off, but all the corners are there. Yeah. Where do you want to be that you haven't been in anywhere in there for taking pictures? Like, have you been dead center between Bravo and the end of the S's there?
Typhoon? No. I do need to.
Because I think that would be fun.
Yeah, I need to figure out a way to get back in there.
Because shooting. So there's a corner station just at the end of the S's, and shooting back from that corner station through or back into the S's as they're coming at you would be amazing. I think it'd be a great shot.
So back like facing towards the S's?
Facing towards the S's, yeah.
Okay.
And then shooting them because you could.
I got some drone footage last year from that spot, and there's not a lot of. I don't think that if I remember right, I don't know if there was a wall there. I know there's a corner. There's one corner like so.
There's a corner station.
There's a corner station 5, but then there's another one.
I think that corner station that's there is on the wall.
Maybe I'm thinking of something different.
Like it is the wall.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, great track. I cannot wait to go back in May. I would really like the TT2 track record there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can put it pretty deep into the 215, 220 area.
Well, we'll just have to see what you can do.
You said a Hoosiers.
Yeah. So what do you what kind of time are you shooting for at Ozarks?
Gosh, I don't know. I honestly don't know what the Corvette will do at Ozarks. It's never, I mean, it's been on track at Ozarks, but that was just for us to do some rolling shots. Other than that, I'm really worried about the aero at Ozarks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diffuser, splitter.
Yeah.
By then, I'm going to try to have the flat floor done.
Lots of spare parts.
I think if it goes well, 235, 240, somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I don't know. Did I look up? I don't have my phone. God damn it. I swear I looked up TT3, TT2. That's what else I was talking about before. I looked up TT2, TT3 track records.
Yeah.
At Ozarks. But I don't remember quite what they were. But I was specifically saying morning we ran TT2 with the Hoosiers. When we were running in the afternoon with street tires at Hedge Hollow, we're like 5 or 6 horsepower over the TT3 allowance. So all I would have to do is add like 30, 40 pounds.
Yeah, okay.
And I'd be fine, which we might sometimes. We'll see. Maybe I'll buy 2 entries. We'll run TT2 and TT3.
Just a little removable weight.
Take them both, you know. Yeah, ballast is pretty easy to add in that car. A lot of flat places with places to bolt it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Ozarks. 235, 240, hopefully.
All right.
I mean, that's...
What was your best so far?
With the Mustang, we were two...
Oh, that's right, because you haven't done the vet out there yet.
No, we haven't run the vet. 238, 9, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Something like that. It's been a couple years since we've actually...
yeah.
We didn't run last year out there. And the year before that, we destroyed the clutch day 1 of that event. It's been a couple of years before we put a proper actual, lap together there. So I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
we're going to have to raise the car up even more.
Yep, definitely.
We're also going to bring both aero packages. Because if we're destroying the big aero package,
Yeah.
we're going to take it off and put the smaller aero package on there. So hopefully not.
Good
do
to have
that.
the backup.
Yeah. Smaller wing, smaller splitter.
Yeah.
If we have to pull the diffuser off, we will. I don't want to. Obviously, it helps a ton, but it, it's not the most needed thing for our car. It makes pretty decent downforce without it.
Yeah.
Makes a lot more with it, but still, we're okay with it. Then it won't do it. But I have ordered new set of bump stops to hopefully mitigate issues there.
Yeah.
Just means I have to take the whole damn suspension off again, but oh well. We'll see if it works. I bought a bunch of Packers and decent stiffness bump stops. So we'll put all that in. And if the bump stops themselves don't work, we're going to go to a bump spring.
Okay.
However, bump springs are dumb expensive. Like $250 a corner.
Oof.
When, a bump spring is like 2.5, 3 inches tall.
Got to pay to play.
And it's 2 inches around. This big. It's tiny.
Yeah.
$250.
Oof.
My 8 inches tall, 2.25 inches inside diameter springs only cost like $70 each.
Why is it so much more expensive?
I have no idea. Because it can be. Like, that's it. So many things are only more expensive because they can be.
Yeah.
That's it. And I don't like it. But oh well, what are you gonna do?
So it's damn import tariffs.
Yeah. I don't know where they get their spring steel. It actually might be. If that's the case, I should probably buy them now, even if we're not going to put them in there. But yeah, a set of bump stops cost me $80 again. So $80 for 4 total is, better than $250 per spring.
Yeah.
If it was $250 for all 4 springs, I would have a couple sets already.
Yeah.
But I don't, because it's $1,000 for a set, and I don't really feel like paying that.
Yeah.
Especially not like the Corvette is still not on an actual proper set of double adjustable or triple adjustable coilovers yet. Anybody that's been wondering, yeah, we are on a non-adjustable set of coilovers still.
Viking.
Nope.
No, you're not using the Vikings?
No, those are on the Mustang.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It says Viking on the wing right now, but it won't
for
a while.
For some reason,
or it won't anymore.
I thought you had to sit on the vet.
No, these are old set of non-adjustable Doug Rippey, which is a guy who drove, like whatever IMSA and such was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And so he made a set of shocks, and we have them, and they just flat out work really well. They're just not adjustable, other than ride height. And yeah, they work really well, but we need more adjustment. So it's on my list, but I've got other things that will help me out more than that beforehand. So
yeah. Deep thought.
Yep. No, I was going over what else I needed. And I need a lot. Anybody out there want to sponsor a car that's looking to do well this year? Let me know.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Andy's ice cream.
Oh, shoot. Andy's ice cream. You don't even have to pay me money. Just let me eat free ice cream all the time. Whenever.
Slap that logo on there, baby.
Right across the side.
Yep. Tell them it's got to be green and blue, though.
I'll be a happy fat kid, Yeah. Or really just name what I get at Andy's after me, okay? And I'll be happy enough with that. I don't even know what I would name it, but
Just call it the Dare to Dream.
yeah, that sounds like a good name.
Yeah.
Chip cherry cookie dough.
Dare to Dream.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got to email them now.
I'm down.
Every time you go there and be like, I'd like to have the Dare to Dream. They'd be like, oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him. On our way over to Andy's tonight when we're done here.
Are they still going to be open?
Oh, yeah, we got hours left. I think they're on summer hours now, right? It's
Are they?
11:30, I think maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows? So yeah, we're really looking forward to Ozarks. Cannot wait to get back on Ozarks track. I love it. I'm quite worried about how much downforce we make, though. We make quite a bit of downforce with the new package. And yeah.
I don't want to hear on the radio that Corvette lost its front splitter on one of the corners.
If that happens, I'm going to be so mad.
I'll be like, I know that guy.
There are so many anchors bonded into the splitter itself that if we lose the splitter, it is pulled out of like 7 anchors. And I would be real upset about that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because that splitter took me 2 weeks and probably 50 hours at least to make.
But it looks damn good.
It's a piece of art. But yeah, I mean, it's already beat up a little bit.
Do you have any pictures of it? Maybe slap one up with just the splitter itself.
Maybe. I think I have one of that, or two maybe, that I take of just a splitter. Yeah. But like the diffusers or splitter tunnels or whatever you want to call them, whatever they call you, I call them diffusers, but they fit perfectly right into the edge. I got it all cut out nicely. The last one I did wasn't quite as perfect. This one, is the best best carbon splitter I've ever made.
It's pretty fucking sweet.
They should get better every time you make one, right? You know, and they have
more practice.
But this one is great.
Yep,
I love it. It's mint. Yeah. So, well, talk to us about what you've got coming up. April's going to be a busy Ozarks month for you, huh?
Oh man, we got. Geez, who do we got? We got NASA starting off, and then what is that? Casey? No, not Casey.
Precision Drift.
Precision Drift. That's it. And then let me open up my calendar here. OAR. We got the Porsche Club of America, the Kansas City Porsche Club, and then
that's 25, 26.
Yeah, 25, 26, 27.
Cool.
And then that's it for April, and then May kicks off with PSI.
So, 3, 4?
Yeah, 3, 4. Yep.
Hell yeah.
The day before Cinco de Mayo.
And then next weekend we're at Hedge Hollow, right?
Yeah. No, 17th.
17th.
Is NASA Hedge Hollow. The 10th is going to be Evolve GT. Motorcycles. I'm looking forward to that one. One event last year, and I think they got 4 or 5 this year.
Heck yeah.
I think they're bringing out a race group, one of the later events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm even buying a motorcycle for that. I'm not. I really don't need to.
It's race car money.
There'd be some really upset people if I bought a motorcycle to go racing with. Me included.
Yeah.
I do need to sell a car or 2. Maybe 3. I don't know.
Yep.
Corvette's on that list, though. Needs to be sold. If you're looking for a real fast car, hit me up. It's very quick.
You want to sell the Vet already?
I don't know, because I'm not like I'm married to the damn Mustang. That can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I could sell it tomorrow and I would not be upset. Unfortunately, right? Like, that car owes me so much. I wouldn't be upset if I sold it, but like, there is 50 different parts from different other cars on that car. Like, you have to have a list in order to fix that or know exactly what's on it. Because if you don't, you break something on it, you're never going to fix it.
Yeah.
Or know what it is. Like, the Corvette's, it's just a Corvette, right?
Yeah.
Every one of those parts.
So if you sold the Vet, what would you replace it with?
Nothing.
No, you just quit racing?
I wouldn't quit racing. I'd just race other people's stuff.
Oh, okay.
It sounds so much more fun. Actually, I have a 350Z that I really need to do something with.
Yep.
And I hear 350Zs are really slow, so I need to change the word on that,
Yeah.
I think I could build a fast one.
You already built a fast one.
Yeah.
Yep. But you could always build. But you can always build a second fast one.
Yeah.
If anybody's looking for a race car, we can, or he can build you a 350Z LS powered.
Yep.
So hit up Dare to Dream.
We have a package.
Yeah.
Literally, I have everything sitting out there to build one.
Yeah.
Everything. I think
Get on it.
down to.
You can rent that out.
I don't have the time. Between now and Ozarks, I have 4 engine out cam swaps or engine builds.
Yeah.
No, 5, because of the black Corvette that we added to that list today.
Nice.
And that doesn't include if I get one of the other engines back
Yeah.
that we've been waiting on.
Yep.
Actually, there's
Busy.
already 6 because there's one sitting out there that just needs to go back in a car now. 7 if I get the one back for the blue car.
Yeah.
So, hit me up. I'll build you one
Yep.
before Ozarks if you want. That car can be ready. I won't sleep, but the car can be ready.
That's right.
If somebody rents that car for the weekend for $3,000 at Ozarks, it'll be ready.
Yeah. Get a little Trek endurance with it.
No, not Trek. It could be ready for TT.
Yeah.
I-
There you go.
I wouldn't have enough time to put a cage in it.
I know. I was just messing with
That's the only problem. If there was another week, I could put a cage in
you.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you're really interested, call me up. I probably have enough time to get that in there too.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Call me up. Write me a check.
Yep.
Let's go racing in April.
Get her done.
Let's go racing in April.
Yep. Go racing, and I'll get some shots.
Yeah.
And if everything goes well, I'll be taking a ton of video and stuff as well. And yeah, it's gonna be a pretty wild weekend.
Yeah. Should be a good one. I cannot wait.
Yep.
We need to get a couple other people to come down, do some crewing and such for us. So since we're going to have 3 cars on the trailer,
Yep.
hit me up on that 350Z. I'll put 4 on there.
You're gonna squeeze a 4th on there,
Dude, I have a 4 on there.
can you? Oh, where are you gonna put the toolbox?
I don't know yet. I'll bring it down the day before.
You need a second support vehicle.
I already do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just bought that trailer too. It's not
Yeah.
big enough. If all goes well, by the end of the year, I'll have another one.
Yeah.
Enclosed. 4-place.
Okay. All right.
With a place to sleep.
Nice.
That's the goal.
So you're gonna switch over to a semi?
Yeah.
I figured.
That's what I would like to do.
Yeah. All right.
Then I just need to find somebody to drive it.
Get your CDL.
Don't have the fucking time. There's so many things I want to do.
Yeah.
So little time.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd love to have that problem. I'd love to have a semi and a semi trailer sitting out there that I need to have somebody to drive to. Be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, threw that over there. Yeah. What else?
Oh man, I don't know. It's just
You probably can't say anything about your potential Ozark stuff, huh?
no, not yet.
Okay.
So
So we'll cut it out. It's fine. You can say whatever you feel like. We have the possibility of cutting it.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess on that note of other cars and such. So there are events we're going to, some of the Grid Life events and a couple of the NASA events that if you're interested in having your stuff taken there for you,
Yeah.
let me know. We still have probably 3 spots open for trackside service stuff. If you're interested in what it is, we can set up a package for you. Or I can simply flat out tell you everything we can do, and you can pick and choose what it is you want done. Like when we're doing Steven's car, we do pretty much everything. And, we gauge tire life and what he should go out on for tire pressures. Yeah, yada yada. We literally give it so he can get in the car and go. Which is what most people prefer, I think. But like we try to help him, save tire life as much as possible, rotating tires as much, flip tires between events and such like that. So if you're interested in something like that, let me know, and we can set you up with a package, or you can pick and choose, and we can tell you what it costs you.
Same thing with any photo packages. If you're going to be out racing the NASA event in April, or any of the NASA events, really, just give me a buzz. We'll get you set up. If I know ahead of time, I can take more pictures, get a lot more paddock shots, garage shots, stuff like that. Just give me a call.
For sure.
Yep.
Well, let's see. Anything else? If not, we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Cool. We still need to do a walkthrough of the Corvette stuff.
Yeah.
We'll maybe put out one more podcast before Ozarks. That way we can kind of just do a walkthrough.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, like this winter, we were just slammed with work, and so like a bunch of the stuff that I did, again, didn't get recorded. Simply because if I would have recorded it, like the splitter took me 50 hours.
Yeah.
Roughly. I would have been 100 trying to record it. Just I would still be working on it. There's just recording takes so much more time.
Yeah.
Just setting it up, moving the camera, doing half of it, setting it up, moving the camera, doing the other half.
That's when you just get like 50 cameras, just all around you.
Yeah.
Just walk over to it. Boop.
Yeah. I'd love to. And then, you're using epoxy with carbon fiber. And so by the time you move and set up a camera 2 or 3 times, epoxy's hard.
Yeah.
And you're mixing up another batch, but oh well. All right. Let's call it a night there. That seems like pretty good 30, 40 minutes maybe.
Now don't forget to stay tuned for the photo display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right after this, we will cut, and I guess before we end, we will cut and go to a little presentation that we put together that you'll see out on Andy's socials.
Something new that I'm gonna try this year. Where you can what did we say at the beginning? You'll have to cut this out.
Yeah, no.
Did I say something at the beginning about 4x6?
Just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
All we did was say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, something new I'm trying this year is just going to be the 4x6 photo print. There's going to be a tablet set up. At lunchtime, I'm going to try to get to the tablet, upload what I've got for the day. That way you can scroll through, pick your picture. There's going to be a little sheet of instructions for you to follow. There's going to be a little QR code where you can actually scan that, and that'll take you to my website where you can check out, type in your file name so I know what picture to get. But yeah, the little video display we're getting ready to show you will explain everything.
Yep. It's got everything. And just as a note, the pictures that you'll be looking at are most likely unedited. So like it's raw photo. If you see something you like and it may not look perfect, Andy's still got some tweaks and touches that he can do.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have time to sit for 2 hours before you put him on the app to look at them, or so he can look at them and edit all of them. In 2 hours is probably on the short amount of time. Usually you're probably 5-6 hours into, editing from what you say. So, pick your image, click select, make sure you write down the number.
File name, file number is very important.
Yep. And then from there,
Yeah.
But anyways, that's all going to be in the video that you're going to watch right now.
Yeah. Hey everyone, Andy Schultz here with WJP Aerial. Today we're going to go step-by-step instructions on how to purchase an on-track 4x6 print from the current track day. So step one, basically you'll come up to the tablet here. You'll just kind of scroll across until you find your photo. And then you click on the picture you want. And up here in the top left corner, It's going to have your file number, DSC08339. Obviously, every picture is going to have something different. Next step, you'll go down here. You will scan the QR code. So you'll just scan that with your phone, and it'll open up my website, and it'll take you straight to the 4x6 photo print. You just click View Gallery, and then Add to Cart. Well, you'll open that up first, and then click Buy Photo. That'll take you to the 4x6 photo print and acrylic frame. Add to Cart, View Cart, and in the cart here, it says Comment to Studio. That's going to be where you put your file name. That way I know which photo to print for you. The file name will be in the upper left corner of the photo you had. And then you'll go through checkout, and you will put all of your normal information in there and make your payment. And I will have the photo ready the next day, and it's going to look basically like this.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, understand everything that it's about. If you don't understand something, or you have a question or comment or whatever it is, post in the chat below, and Andy will be there to answer the questions, or
you can call me anytime and or shoot me a text message.
Yep. And if you don't have a question about it there and you see it on his, because we'll take that little clip that we just showed you and put it out on his social media stuff. So if you see it there and you got a question, let us know. Other than that, it's good to see you again. We're going to try to do one more of these before Ozarks with the Corvette changes and such. And we'll see you again.
Have a good night.